seemed that the summer of '96 would never arrive, especially to the Bryan HIgh School class of '96. But it did arrive, and brought with it an almost eerie silence to these once bustling halls. Oh, if only these hallowed halls and rooms could speak. What memories they could recall, especially those connected with this year's graduating class. Memories that will impact this class were born within these walls. Memories that will be spoken of for many years to come, but never relived. Memories that will bring smiles, laughter, and tears. Just the thoughts of this past year at Bryan High and the class of '96 brings these memories and these halls flooding back to life. Many great things happened in this building, but for sure, the class of '96 was no stranger to work. They set an academic standard that will be hard to match in the future. It was a standard that brought local, national, and even international recognition. And who could forget all of these faces? At the time, students believed they were taskmasters, bent on making life as miserable as possible. But by now, the class of '96 realizes that these dedicated teachers and staff were only doing their best to stretch students to do the best they could. what a great support staff Bryan High School had. And who could ever forget the cool school cafe? Remember Pizza Day, Spaghetti Day, Bear Burgers, Tater Tots, and everybody's favorite, Cook's Choice on Fridays. Teachers who really cared, and seniors who rose to the challenges made for a dynamite combination that really worked. Here's Principal Cameron Van Arsdalen's feelings towards the class of 1996.
Well, this is the farewell senior class. Saying goodbye is done with a tremendous sense of pride and achievement. It's very hard for me to summarize in 2 minutes what you've meant to me, being the first class that I spent 4 years with here at Bryan High School, but I'll try. I'm very proud of the good things that this class represents, and as I've told you before in assemblies and in the newspaper, the climate here is much more congenial than it's ever been, and that's a reflection on the senior class and the leadership that you've provided to make this a place that cares about the people that walk the halls. And that's the key thing I think I'm going to remember about this class, and helping us to create a kinder and gentler type of environment at Bryan High School. As far as highlights of this class, there are many, and forgive me, but I'm going to read a few of them to you. First of all, the new scholarship record of $605,515 is just unbelievable. This group is probably a little bit stronger across the board academically than class of 95. These two classes, 95 and 96, have been outstanding classes, and your class has not gotten the recognition the previous class received. But the bottom line is you feature 2 National Merit Scholarship finalists, something that hasn't happened for the last 6 years around here. You scored better on the 12th grade proficiency test than your counterparts, and you set a new record for scholarship dollars. And if you look at the activities program, this year alone there were 4 NWOL championships that we were a part of. And then we can talk about things like the Diary of Anna Frank, which was a moving experience for the entire community. Guys and Dolls, the orchestra trip to Washington, D.C. We had a cross-country state championship this year. We had a Division II runner-up championship in golf. The student recognition assemblies that we implemented, and then, of course, Mike Burton with the National Gold Key Award winner in art. So, great class, great year. I'm going to miss you. Thank you.
Academic achievement was definitely a bright spot for the class of 96, but they also burned brightly when it came to athletics. They took the same determination used in the classroom to the playing field and left their marks. Hang on for this ride through BHS Sports Memories. A fantastic 9-1 season marks this year's 100th Bryan High School football team. Seniors Randy Fisher and Doug Simmons earned special mention on the All-State team. These 23 seniors made the difference. Boys basketball also had a winning season with a 13-7 record. These 5 seniors made a great contribution. Girls basketball split their season with a 10-10 record. The squad will really miss these senior girls. The Bear Wrestlers were young with only 2 seniors on board, Justin Schutz and Brent Plummer. They ended their season with a 7-8 record. Boys soccer ended with a 5-8-4 season, and these seniors made their contribution. Great shot, Josh Sievers. Girls volleyball scored an 11-13 record, and these senior girls played with intensity. One of the crowning jewels in sports was the boys cross-country team, who were NWOAL and Ohio State champions for 1996. The girls cross country also won the NWOAL title for 96. Both teams scored an 11-0 regular season record. Thank you, seniors, for all of that recognition. The boys and girls swim teams worked hard to earn a 7-5 and 6-6 record respectively. Here are Dave Kaufman and Season Blaisdell, 2 of the seniors whose forms contributed to this season. Another jewel in the sports crown was golf with a 21-1 record and a runner-up state championship. Here are seniors Ryan Miller and Steve Mantle.
We had a phenomenal season, and it's just unreal. I've been looking forward to this moment for 4 years, since I was a freshman and I saw Matt. It's been great, and I'm really proud of these guys. And I'd just like to thank them, and that's about it.
Boys baseball went on to slug out an incredible 19-2 winning season. These senior boys were the heart of the team. A young girls softball team with only 3 seniors struggled with a 4-12 season. But wait till next year. The boys and girls track and field teams did well this year, with seniors doing the lion's share, contributing to the girls' 4-3 record and the boys' 6-1 and the NWAL title for '96. This form from the boys earned them an 8-2 record for the 1996 tennis season. Here's Coach Burkholder explaining the finer points of the game to Andy Lehman. An incredible 15-2 record was racked by the girls tennis team led by seniors Emily Tipton, shown here, and senior Andy Ringer. Coach Woodard was very pleased with this season. of the outstanding events of the year occurs during football season, the week before the homecoming game. This was the second year for the annual Golden Bear Spirit Rally, a 2-hour fun-filled rally that pitted all the classes against each other to determine who has the most class spirit. And you seniors were in the running for the honors.
Here she comes, that little town flirt.
Part of the festivities was the ongoing beauty pageant, with a real beauty representing each class. Your beauty was Scott Adams. Somehow you seniors were disqualified from the clothes changing race, but that didn't stop you. You ran the course anyway. Next came the tug-of-war contest. You seniors really took it on the chins on this one when the freshmen pulled to win.
Oh, baby, you know what I like. Chantilly lace.
Meanwhile, back to the beauty contest and the bathing suit portion.
Wiggle in the walk and a giggle in the talk. Make the world go round. There ain't nothing in the world like a big eye.
Can you believe it?
Make me spend my money, make me feel real loose like a long-necked goose, like a girl.
Oh, baby, that's the one I like.
What's that, baby?
Take it up, baby.
Shake it up, baby.
Twist it.
Mr. Glenn Bowen won first place points for you in the Twister contest when he outmaneuvered Mrs. Woodard. After that exhibition of talent, I don't know if my stomach can take any more. Team donut eating?
Purple passion again. Purple passion. Bubble bath. Look out.
Speaking of a mouthful, you seniors did well in the ping pong ball spitting contest.
You're gonna show up, but you can hold it to the top of Mr. Big D. Just say the words and you can knock.
Well, you didn't take first place at this year's Spirit Rally, but you made some great memories trying. Thursday night of homecoming week saw the traditional bonfire. Your class built the winning float for homecoming. The theme, leave 'em in our dust. It represented your class well at homecoming night, where Kim Snyder and her court reigned over a victorious homecoming game as the Bears defeated Wauseon 35-14. The school year continued. Fall came and went as you went through the daily routine of class, lectures, homework, and socializing. But before you knew it, the Christmas season was fast approaching. During this time of year, the mistletoe dance was a great event that ushered in Christmas vacation. Do you remember this?
Your dates are coming? They're on their way?
Yeah.
Are you anxiously awaiting them?
I mean, not really. I just being mean.
All right.
All right, Bryan HIgh School, time for the electric slide.
Dance that night away, collecting just one more memory of your last mistletoe dance. As hard as it was to believe, your senior year seemed a blur as month after month slid quickly by. And when May came, the realization that high school was just about over set in. May brought with it one of the final touches of high school, the junior-senior prom. What great memories of that night. Sit back and relive the sights and sounds of Saturday in the Park.
Look at the situation they got me facing. I can't live a normal life. I was raised by the street.
Is this where all the studs hang out?
That's right. That's right.
Well, what do you got to say, Seth?
I'm looking for my woman. I can't find her.
I got you, Dave. Hey, Wiz. There we go. There we go. Oh, what a close-up. That's good. You ready for this? Look over here. Okay. Nice shot. I got you, Ed. All right. Look at that cane. Yes, sirree. Nothing but class. Oh, well, who do we have here? You can't turn away from me.
and another great memory is collected. As great as the prom was, the night was far from being over. Since this was the year of the Olympics, the junior class parents did a great job in turning the middle school gym into an Olympic stadium where some crazy contests took place. Watch this. Prom and post-prom were great successes, a night surely to be cherished forever. But wait! Those of you who were lucky enough to have Mr. Doug Schemler as your calculus teacher had an extra added attraction. Remember this trip to Cedar Point? A day of friends, food, and excitement.
To rise and fall without the hands of gravity, to see it all, a hand to cover up my eyes, to move inside, suspended by my sense of self along the line. The river flows and so do I, and Charu's atlas stands upon the beach upon its head and says, I will not fall, I will not fall, I will not fall, I will not fall. everything that I need to see you move. When grace is just a simple wisdom to feel, to live, to speak the truth at every junction, to be with you and with myself without suspicion. And Charo's Atlas stands upon the beach upon his head and says, I will not fall, 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 I will not fall. Charo's Atlas stands upon the beach upon his head and says, I will not fall, 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 I will not fall. Not fall, I will not fall. 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 I will not fall.
What a great day it was.
School is out for the summer. School is out forever. Yeah.
Okay, the last day of school. Tell me about it. What do you think as a senior?
4 years went by really quick. Finally, it's over with.
Where do you see yourself in, let's say, 6 years? What do you think you'll be doing?
Well, probably I'll still be in school somewhere.
Why? Where are you headed for?
Physical therapy.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Well, we'll see in about 20 years when this is shown at a class reunion whether you achieve that goal or not. Okay? All right, good luck. This was the day to return some borrowed items.
We present you with all of your lost assets through the whole year.
You see, what education needs now is firm discipline.
And rock and roll, man.
Are you a senior this year?
Yeah, and I even graduate. I didn't pass your class, but I'm gonna graduate.
Girls, comments on the last day of school?
Oh, I don't have any comments.
She's gonna miss me.
I'm gonna miss Casey. She's my
okay.
bud.
On this day, some future plans started to take shape.
Anything you want to say to Lonnie on on all this graduation stuff?
Oh, we love you, Lonnie. Congratulations.
It's been great. I love it.
It's been fun. We're going to miss this school. Didn't think I would, but I'm going to.
No, you bet. Okay, guys, this is your last day of your senior year. Anybody? Lonnie,
Hi again.
Anybody have any comments?
They all love me.
It's been great, but I'm ready to go.
All right. Anybody else? Mark.
I'm speechless.
Can I have a pass to get out of Brennan's?
Please,
Yeah, Okay, Kiki, last comment on your lunch here.
Tater tots are awesome.
Last day of school, full court shot.
This day brought you to the reality that it was really over.
They have stickers with little diagrams. Like, we can't figure this out on our own. We've been here how long now? I think we're old enough to know how stickers are applied to outfits.
Schindler's calculus class is the best.
No, challenge algebra.
And stay away from Mr. Lehman's chemistry class. It takes your GPA down. Thank you.
King Wilfred, there's nothing to see here. You are graduating.
It's great. I finally get a chance to get out of this place.
I'm very serious. Me too. Me too. You're going to see her. There's a lot of tears. Jolly Lolly.
Right, you guys.
How do you spell graduate?
So you want to stay another year?
Maybe I should. I don't know.
No last words?
Any last words? BHS, I love you, man. I hope that we can all stick together, and I hope everybody in this class does well and has a successful life. That's just how I feel.
The day you anticipated so much finally arrived.
To those who have always inspired us to excel, we welcome the faculty. To those who have unrelentingly encouraged us to do our best, we welcome the parents. To those who have stood by us in good times and bad, we welcome our friends. And to those graduating today, we welcome, honor, and congratulate you. Thank you.
help me in welcoming our speaker, Mr. Christopher Myers.
Well, it's finally here, isn't it? After 12 years of school, you have earned the right to be honored today. I was told that this was one of the finest classes to come out of BHS. The outstanding cross-country, golf, and football teams, a music and drama department worthy of the Bryan tradition, and other individual and group achievements too numerous to mention. I was particularly impressed that so many of you will be going on to college or other institutes of higher education, not to mention the record amount of scholarship money awarded. Seems like just yesterday when I sat with my classmates to celebrate the end of 12 years of school and the commencement of adulthood, I remember being very worried as I sat sweating my purple gown. For some reason, I was afraid that when I went to claim my diploma, I would instead receive a letter notifying me that I would have to repeat Mr. Grafton's physics class. Others of you may later decide to run for public office. All of you will be able to vote this November. Make your vote count. Make time to educate yourself about the issues and the men and women on the ballot. Some of you may think that politics can be distasteful and boring, but you must understand that decisions made in Washington, Columbus, the courthouse, and City Hall do affect your life and the freedom you enjoy. While we have much more freedom than other nations, we must guard and defend against any further encroachments on our freedom. I wish you success in whatever each of you decides to do. You are graduating at an opportune time. Take advantage of it. America needs you. She needs your ideas. She needs your optimism. America needs your energy, and America needs your enthusiasm. If you just take chances, stay positive, work hard, live right, and don't give up, you will soon enjoy the fruits of your success. And by protecting your freedom, you protect our freedom, and you will keep America the greatest country in the world. Congratulations again on earning your diplomas. Good luck, and may God bless you.
Congratulations to these students who represent this year's Award of Merit recipients.
Congratulations to the BHS Honor Diploma recipients. Emily Tipton. Sarah Walls. Heather Woodard. Kathy Zetterlin. Congratulations to these students who represent this year's top 10%.
Better, whether by a healthy child, a garden patch, or a redeemed social condition. To know even one life is breathed easier because you have lived. This is to have succeeded. I challenge the class of '96 to live out the words of Emerson. May God bless you as you chart your course for success. And now it's time. Will the President of the Board of Education, Mrs. Sharon Bruning-Carty, and Superintendent of the Schools, Mr. James Garber, please step forward. It is my duty to inform you that the young men and women assembled before us this afternoon have met the requirements for graduation and are entitled to receive their high school diplomas. To qualify for such an achievement, each one of these students has earned the prescribed number of units of credit within a curriculum that meets the standards as set forth by the state of Ohio, the North Central Association of Secondary Schools and Colleges, and the Bryan City Board of Education. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Bryan High School graduation class of 1996. Presenting Mark S. Mavis, who graduates with a perfect 4.0 GPA. With his diploma is his mother, Barb. Bryan High School. Ms. Walls, the honor is all yours.
Thank you and a farewell to the Bryan Board of Education, the Superintendent, Mr. Gardner, the high school administration, and the faculty and staff of Bryan High School. Thank you again for all the dedication and commitment you have given to make the class of 1996 Bryan High School's best ever. Share with you a prayer written by Brian Cummins. Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you now in this time of great accomplishment and fulfillment, and we want to say thank you. We want to thank you, Father, for watching over us here today, not only for being with us through our growing years, but also for knowing that you will be with us in the years to come. Lord, thank you for all the blessings that we have received, as we have truly blessed. And Lord, we know there have been hardships and that there will be more along the path of life. So we ask that you carry us in your arms through those troublesome times and help us to keep the faith. For there is always a brighter tomorrow for the faithful. Help us be patient in our pursuits, Lord, for things come in your time. Help us be mindful of this, Lord. Be with us as we go from here to start our new beginnings. Keep us strong, close, healthy, and faithful. In your name we pray. Amen. Good luck with your dreams and future. To the class of 1996, it is my pleasure to say good luck and farewell.
It's almost hard to believe. Just a few short years ago, you felt that 4 years of Bryan High School was going to be a long, difficult march. Now you know different. It was just a very short chapter to a much longer story. Your 4 years at Bryan High School must now take its place on the shelf of great memories, and you must face the future. If you face the future and take it on as you did your years at Bryan, the next chapters in your story will be filled with success. Congratulations to you all, and the best of luck in that future.